So then when my dad finally got back to work and made money, he said, now we're going to buy us a new car. That's all I'm going to do. I lost all my other money. This one we're going to enjoy it. He came home from work with a brand new car. My mother said, somebody's here. Who is it with that car? I said, I don't know, Ma. And who out there was my dad. And he stopped and picked up the car and came home with the car. So we all went for a ride. But we had a good life, but we all worked. My brother was working after school cutting grass, and I was working after school.
Did your parents tell you? Did they tell you that you had to work, or did you want to?
No, we just wanted to. I lied about my age, that I was 16, and they knew darn well I wasn't, but they took me because I loved kids, and they took me, and they had a cook on Vine Avenue. They were wealthy people, and they wanted a sitter to watch the children. And I had two little girls, and I loved to play with them, and I loved to give them a bath, and I'd love to do that. And then when it was time to go back to school, I had to tell them. I said, I can't work no more, and I started crying, and I said, I lied to you about it because I wanted a job, because I was trying to help the family. There was no money coming in, and they knew it, They said, that's all right. She said, that they liked my work, and they wanted me to go back, after school. Mm-hmm. I mean, so I was thankful for that, but I worked after school all the time. But, that's why I keep telling Ronnie, I never did nothing bad in my life, but I was always honest, and I always was good to people, and people know me from what I was, from way back there. Mm-hmm. And if I saw a woman that she couldn't carry her, those Italian women, they would carry their shopping bag, they would let it down, and they'd take their breath, and then they carry it. And so I used to have a bike, and I used to say, Palda, this Italian woman, I'll carry your groceries home for you. Oh, no, Nunziatina, yeah, I will. And I would put them on the handle of the bike or in my basket, and I would take them home for them. And I was noted for being that way, and they looked up to me. Mm-hmm. And, my whole life was like that.
Still is.
And so, yeah, I mean, even now, the people go by. I met one woman that's working as a nurse at Dr. Gilbert's office. She said, I go by in the morning on Lewis Avenue, and I see you out there. Do you still do crossing? I said, oh, my God, yes. Yeah, I mean, they toot the horn and wave, and I just wave, I do more waving than cross the kids. There isn't too many kids that...
And they love you.
Yeah.
They love you.
There's a couple of them. They're Spanish girls. They came down, and do you know, they must be 5'10", 5'11", almost. I said, my God, I didn't recognize them. She said, you don't remember us, do you? I said, you look familiar, but I can't place you. Remember when we were going to school here, you always used to give us candy and things? I said, oh, God, yes, I still do it. I had candy in the car, mm-hmm. and I still have about 3 bars out there. Snickers, and one likes M&Ms. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't cost that much, but it's sometimes $2-3 is a lot of money when you don't have it. You're looking for another quarter mm-hmm. to do something.
And they give you gifts and pictures and cards.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And you know,
love
these
you.
a lot of those little black kids go by and they wave at me, and you know, their mother said, you know, my little girl just wants to come down this way, but just to see you. I said, you know, if she takes her to school, you know, they could go the other way, and it's rewarding.
Yeah.
So
Tell me, how did you come from Italy to here? Who
by
came?
boat.
Who came with you?
My mom and my brother, the ones that are in that picture there. I was about 8, and my brother 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He was 13. He was 5 years older, and we came over, you know, and
When you were in Italy, did you only talk Italian or did you talk English too?
no, over there you don't speak English. I had to learn it here.
How long did it take you to learn English?
Well, it took me about a year and a half, 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
And who taught you?
I did Catholic school. I went to the Immaculate Conception.
You went there?
In Highland Park.
Oh, in Highland
In
Park.
Highland Park.
I
We
was gonna
lived
say.
right there by the school. We have the Immaculate Conception Church and the Immaculate Conception School.
Bring the baby home?
No, he's gonna stay here with you and your grandma.
I'm good.
I'll see you later. I'll be back.
Okay, where you going?
Gotta go home.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, he's got to feed the dogs.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, I need my phone.
I don't know where it is.
Well, my phone's at home.
What you have? I'm not gonna bring it back. You have my phone here.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too, baby.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So,
So how was it on the...
well,
On
my
the-
the
were you
teachers,
scared
when
to-
I went to the Catholic school, they said they kept me back for 1 year in first grade because she said they had more time to spend with me. I was smart. I knew all the work, how to do it, but my barrier was not speaking English. So they said if you stay back, they had more time in the first grade to spend the time teaching you than if they pushed you on further grades. Then when I knew the language, I skipped school, 1 year of school, and I made up for all that lost time. But I had to learn the English first. And then at home, when we spoke English, my brother and I, my mother would get this long rolling pin and she'd say, "Speak Italian, I want to understand what you're saying." I said, "Okay, Ma." You know, she knew we were up to something, you know. She figured, you know, they don't want me to understand them. And so she knew that, you know. But,
Do you still talk Italian?
oh yeah, I speak it. If I understand it, if the people that don't know me, if they speak Italian, I understand them. And if they say something that I don't like, I would say, "Oh, you know," but you don't run across that many, you know.
Talk to me in Italian.
Huh?
Talk to me in Italian.
What do you want me to say?
Say,
Ti amo tanto. I love you very much. Ti amo tanto. Tanto is a lot. Yeah. Buongiorno is good morning. Buonasera is evening. And things like that. He's hungry. Put the camera away. The baby's hungry.
okay, I'll record later, but I want you to show me the picture and tell me who everyone is.
Oh, okay, over there. Okay, this is my grandfather. This is my father's father. This is my aunt, Zelinda. That's why we say Zelinda. That's my father's sister, and that's his daughter. And this is my mother, Edwina. And this is me. And this is my brother.
Now, how did your dad make this picture again?
Well, this picture was made, this family picture was sent to my father when he was in the war. And then my father then sent this picture to my mother. See the table here? Mm-hmm. And that table, he's kind of by himself. So he wanted a family picture. So he had this put on this, or my mother did. My mother had it put on to have it a family picture. Mm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See how he's kind of by himself like that?
Yeah.
He sent this to my mother. And then my mother wanted it all together. So that's why he's kind of standing out a little bit. But that is over 70 years old. Yeah, this is about a 70 year. And then we had one of my dad and one of my mother that my sister has. And they're oval shaped with this kind of a frame. Mm-hmm. And my mother had just a bust size, you know. And my dad was a bust size. A small picture that were on the side.
That's nice.
Yeah, but that's the only family picture that I really have. They didn't take pictures like we do now. You know what I mean?
But it's good to take pictures now and remember all this. That's why I want to learn more about the family. Yeah. So I can tell my baby when he gets older.
I know. Well, someday when you come over, I'll show you I showed you what Grandpa's sister was doing, a family
tree.
Mm-hmm. That she's got your mother in there and how she added the children. Mm-hmm. And we could always make a duplicate of it.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, we'll take it and make a duplicate of it so you'll have one. Okay, let's feed the baby.
Okay,
now.
and then I'll ask more questions.